Hi everybody, it's Alex Newton from K-lytics, Kindle market trends for February 2016. So let's have a look. Today I want to start off with a special analysis on Kindle Unlimited 2.0, which was introduced about 8 months ago. So 8 months later, let's rewind this whole topic. For many of you who've been following me, we had a very detailed webinar, actually 4 parts of them, when the royalty scheme was introduced, and we performed a whole series of special analyses, one of which I just updated, and it was a very interesting revelation. This was about ebook page lengths, where back during the time of Kindle Unlimited 1.0, so here from mid-2014, all the way to mid-2015, there was some argument that, many people during that time started to game the system, uploading very, very short books because you were paid by each book that was borrowed, irrespective of the page length. Then with the introduction of the payment system that paid the borrowers based on the number of pages read, many people speculated there was going to be this huge exodus from Kindle Unlimited, ebook page lengths would go up again, etc. So I just had another look at it, and it's almost ironic because the average page lengths here actually kept going down. It's another 2% down versus about 7 months ago. So for me, the conclusion is there was a big hype about the change, huge uproar at the time, and you remember we already a couple of months back we analyzed that the percentage of short reads did not change, the percentage of books that are eligible for Kindle Unlimited did not change, and now we look here also at the average page lengths. Although the Kindle market is very dynamic, there's also a lot of inertia. The masses don't move as quickly as one would suspect. So back to the current month, just crunched about another, 45,000 book data points to come up with our report. So today I'm really only focusing on a couple of highlights. After the Christmas period, nonfiction lost a position, and in fact if we look at it over time, here in January 2016, nonfiction really took a deep dive. We do know that the period leading up to Christmas, nonfiction is usually on the rise, also like in previous year, but then the drop here in January is really steep. So I'm anxious to see what the year 2016 is holding in stock for nonfiction. The trend, it's very clear, it's driven by many seasonal titles, just here cookbooks, where we had the upward trend towards Christmas. Huge drop now here in January. Not surprising per se, but just the sheer size of the drop is very significant this year. One piece of good news, at least for the self-help authors, this genre, keeps trending up here all the time since May 2015. So let's see what's going to happen here over the next months. In fiction, romance pretty flat, but slightly higher than a year ago. By now, mystery thriller continues its steady upward trend, and then sci-fi and fantasy very stable. And the long and continuous price increase of science fiction novels, now in January it has cooled down just a little bit. Talking about a cool down, also interesting to note the LGBT growth trend. It's now slowing a bit after months and months of a almost continuous increase in the sales performance of this genre. And in mixed fiction, non-fiction, kids' book see their natural drop off here from December to January after the Christmas season, very much in the same way as we had the year before. And for those of you who've been asking, well, what is the best genre to publish in on the Kindle platform? Well, it always depends, as I keep saying, but if you take together sales volume, the sales growth, what we call rank momentum, the price level of these books, the degree of competition, you obviously want to go for genres that are not as competitive. And how many pages do you have to write? At K-lytics we work with a category power index, and have a look at the end of the basic report to give you the ranking of the individual genres by this index. So much for today. As always, no need to take notes. If you're not a member, you can download one free report from k-lytics.com/free report. Please also visit our blog, especially if you haven't watched the Facebook special training on the new targeting opportunities that will change the game for authors, publishers, writers. So that's k-lytics.com/blog. As always, have a great month, happy publishing. This is Alex Newton from K-lytics, ebook market intelligence for success.